Have you ever felt like an invisible hand was pulling you out of danger? Perhaps you felt an indescribable peace as you stepped into your home, or conversely, a tension and heaviness as if nothing were going right in some homes. This feeling is no mere coincidence. According to Catholic belief, it is a sign of the intervention of unseen guardians, archangels, and this intervention is felt particularly strongly on certain holy days. Padre Pio was known as one of the most powerful spiritual discerners of the century, and he taught that such protection occurs on 3 holy days in every person's life, through 3 special angels, the days of Saint Michael, Saint Gabriel, and Saint Raphael. According to him, these 3 holy days represent times when the doors of God are momentarily opened, when grace and protection flow to those who have turned to God with a right heart. Those who remain silent on these days unknowingly close the door of protection with their own hands and lose spiritual power. Today, based on Padre Pio's teachings, I will explain how every Catholic should prepare for these 3 holy days, what rituals and intentions they should adopt, and how they can invoke protection in their home and heart. If you are ready to invite angelic protection and attract God's grace into your life, simply leave a comment. I am ready, because this small step will increase your soul's awareness and open the heavenly gates without you even realizing it. As Padre Pio emphasized in his teachings, physical movements are not the only important thing on these days. Heartfelt intention and spiritual focus are essential for the sacred energies to unite with you. Some people view these days as mere religious dates on the calendar, but according to Pio, these are rare moments when the heavenly gates are opened, and each moment, if the heart is ready, brings down protection and grace. Pio said that most spiritual experiences are triggered by small rituals and heartfelt prayers that people perform unconsciously, and therefore he recommended simple yet profoundly meaningful practices. For example, taking 3 deep breaths upon waking in the morning and silently saying, "Angels, protect and guide me," was enough to attract the notice and help of invisible guardians. He also warned that in some homes, the lack of peace stems from the misplacement of sacred objects, unintentional prayers, or neglected rituals. Placing a cross, rosary, or other sacred object in the right place with the right intention, while seemingly a simple physical act, can have a profound impact in the spiritual world. So today, I will show you how to cultivate conscious intention and establish an invisible protective network in your home. Padre Pio used to say that God's grace is always there, but a person can only receive it when their hands are open, their heart is pure, and their intentions are pure. Therefore, these 3 holy days are an opportunity to open your hands and heart. If a slight sense of peace permeates you as you read these words, know that it is no coincidence. It is a small indication that your soul has recognized the heavenly gate and is hearing God's signs. With this awareness today, consider your home's entrance, bedroom, and living room with sacred intention, opening these spaces to protection not only physically but also spiritually. Padre Pio used to remind us that spiritual preparation is not limited to a single daily ritual. Every day, especially the 3 holy days, is an opportunity. So take a simple step. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and repeat 3 times in your heart, "I am protected, God's grace is upon me, angelic guidance is with me." If you feel a gentle calm and confidence in your heart as you do this, share this experience in the comments. For every shared spiritual experience creates light in someone else's heart and creates a collective chain of blessing. Therefore, recognizing the call of unseen guardians and collaborating with them is not an action limited to special occasions. It is a mindfulness practice that can be incorporated into daily life. With what you've learned today, you can surround both yourself and your home with a heavenly web of protection, with a simple yet effective intention and ritual. Remember, according to Padre Pio's teachings, God's grace and the guidance of the archangels, combined with heartfelt intention, offer powerful protection. But only for those who are aware and take action. If you believe this teaching and desire the protection of your soul, take a deep breath now, focus on your heart, and whisper, "I am ready," for this word will open the invisible door and fill you with God's light. According to Padre Pio, St. Michael's Day is the day of God's warrior and protector, and it is considered a special time for repelling unseen evils. Especially on September 29th, Michael's divine intervention is directed directly upon those who seek protection and strength. And Pio describes this day as a unique opportunity to foster trust in homes and hearts. He used to say, "Michael is the light that carries God's justice. Whoever calls upon him is freed from fear and finds peace of soul." Therefore, the placing of a cross on the entrance door of every Catholic's home, preferably the main door or the most central point of the house, is emphasized not only as a symbolic act, but as a necessary step in establishing a spiritual seal, an invisible protective net. This simple act creates a force that circulates throughout the house, warding off negative energies even if one is unaware of it. Pio frequently reminds us that the intention must be pure, as the effect of sacred objects is directly linked to the purity of heart and faith of the wearer. On this day, upon waking in the morning, offering a short prayer and silently whispering, "Michael, bring down the sword of light upon my house. Drive away evil. May my soul and family be safe," is not just a verbal request, but a spiritual call. According to Pio, this call from the heart ensures immediate recognition by invisible guardians. Small rituals performed throughout the day, such as contemplating the four corners of the house with sacred intention, passing a rosary or cross, or simply sensing Michael's presence through a few minutes of silent prayer, help one feel peace and security throughout the day. Pio also noted that some homes lack peace because of improper placement of sacred objects, neglected prayers, or weak intentions. A misplaced cross appears merely as a decorative object and offers no protection. Instead, it can block spiritual energy. Therefore, practices performed on Michael's Day include cleansing both the space and the heart, purifying intentions, and restoring the spiritual order of the home. Pio taught that this wasn't just a daily ritual, but that every act of intention and prayer performed on September 29th also impacted the spiritual balance of the following days. This day is a special moment when the heavenly gates are opened and the light of the Archangels is felt more intensely. The ritual consists of simple yet effective steps. A cross is placed at the entrance to the house. A few candles are lit, a short prayer is said upon waking in the morning, and the shield and light of Michael is silently invoked. Then intentional movements performed throughout the day in the home and heart perpetuate Michael's protection. According to Pio, those who practice this practice are protected from unseen attacks, feel their inner fears diminish, and family peace is strengthened. Pio also emphasized that this day is crucial not only for the home, but also for personal spiritual strength. As Michael's shield protects the soul from evil and negative energies, clarifies the mind, and fills the heart with confidence. Therefore, by performing a short but profound practice in your home and heart on this day, it is possible to strengthen the invisible chain of protection. If a slight sense of trust and a sense of peace you are aware of arises in your heart right now, this is a sign of Michael, and sharing your experience in the comments will help others recognize this light. For according to Pio, every shared intention increases the collective blessing and brings the energy of the heavenly gates to more people. Finally, Padre Pio always reminds us that intention must be pure. Placing a cross or praying is not enough. Surrender, faith, and trust from the heart are essential for attracting the intervention of the Archangels. Therefore, perform the rituals you will perform this September 29th, not just as a duty, but with love and surrender. Envelop your home and soul in the shield of Michael and whisper silently, "I am protected, my home and my heart are safe." Michael sends his light. If you feel a sense of trust and peace radiate in your heart as you practice this, write in the comments, "I am protected." This creates interaction within the community and also shows others the importance of recognizing this holy day. And remember, according to Padre Pio's teachings, these small steps will allow the invisible guardians to notice you and send down protection with grace. Because the light of God and the shield of Michael, combined with intention, offer powerful protection and leave lasting peace in your home, heart, and soul. According to Padre Pio, March 24th is Saint Gabriel's Day, and this day offers a unique opportunity to feel the intervention of God's most special messenger and to receive divine messages. Gabriel carries divine messages, alerts the soul, and when invoked with the right intention, provides guidance in both individual and family life, illuminating spiritual blind spots and enabling us to make decisions in God's light. When discussing the importance of Gabriel's Day, Pio often warned, "He who does not recognize this day will not see the divine messages and will be deprived of guidance." A day without intention and awareness is just another day, whereas a day filled with Gabriel's messages brings protection and healing. Therefore, it is important for every Catholic to invite Gabriel to be present in their home and heart upon waking on March 24th with a short prayer. Gabriel, bring me God's message, give me your guidance, and protect my home and my heart. This is not merely a verbal prayer, but a spiritual call. According to Pio, this call made from the heart ensures the immediate recognition of invisible guardians and archangels. Intentional actions throughout the day, such as touching sacred objects, passing a rosary, or invoking the light of Gabriel through short meditations, ensure constant guidance and protection within the home and heart. Pio stated that one of the reasons for a lack of peace at home is the lack of awareness of Gabriel's Day or the neglect of rituals. Prayers made with the wrong intention or carelessly placed sacred objects remain merely physical objects, lacking spiritual impact and can sometimes even block spiritual energy. Therefore, the practices performed on March 24th involve cleansing both the space and the heart, purifying one's intention and recognizing divine guidance. The ritual consists of simple yet effective steps: placing a cross at the entrance or in the most central location of the house, lighting a few candles, saying a short prayer upon waking in the morning, and silently invoking Gabriel's guidance. Intentional movements performed at home throughout the day make Gabriel's intervention continuous, and according to Pio, those who practice this practice are protected from invisible dangers, gain mental and spiritual clarity, and strengthen domestic peace. Pio also emphasized that this day is critical not only for the home, but also for personal spiritual awareness and decision-making. Gabriel's guidance helps make sound decisions, alleviates inner anxieties, and fills the heart with God's light. Therefore, every act of intention and prayer made on March 24th strengthens the invisible chain of protection and opens spiritual perception. If a slight sense of awareness and peace arises in your heart at this moment, know that it is coincidental, and sharing your experience in the comments will help others recognize Gabriel's light. According to Pio, every shared intention and experience increases collective blessing and allows heavenly messages to reach more people. Padre Pio also frequently reminded that the purity of intention determines the effectiveness of this day. Placing the cross, praying, or meditating with a rosary isn't enough. Surrender, trust, and faith from the heart are essential to attracting the intervention of the archangels. Therefore, perform your rituals this March 24th, not just as a duty, but with love and surrender. Surround your home and soul with Gabriel's guidance and whisper silently, "I accept guidance. My home and heart are filled with divine light." If you feel trust and peace in your heart while doing this practice, write "My Guide" in the comments. This not only creates interaction in the community, but also shows others the importance of recognizing this holy day. According to Padre Pio's teachings, the intervention of invisible guardians and archangels, combined with intention and awareness, offers powerful protection and guidance, leaving a lasting trust and peace in your home, heart, and soul. This day is not just a date, but an opportunity to receive God's message and fill your life with heavenly light. And every Catholic can attract grace and protection into their life by appreciating this day with awareness, intention, and surrender. According to Padre Pio, St. Raphael's Day is a special time for both physical and spiritual healing and guidance. The period between September 29th and March 24th is important for remembering and praying for Raphael's days, because during this time, the Archangel Raphael is particularly active as the hand of God's healing and protection. Pio stated that those who do not use this day with spiritual awareness will unknowingly miss the opportunity for healing and guidance. He used to say, "Raphael is the healing hand of God. Whoever calls upon him is renewed in health, both in body and soul, and protects their home and heart." Therefore, every Catholic should prepare for this time with a special ritual in their home and heart. Placing a cross at the entrance or in a central location, praying silently with a rosary, and invoking Raphael's healing hand with a brief intention are not merely symbolic steps, but form the basis for establishing an invisible network of protection and a channel of healing. According to Pio, the placement of sacred objects and the purity of intention determine the effectiveness of healing and protection. And prayer performed with the right intention has a profound effect on the spiritual and physical balance of both the individual and their family. Padre Pio emphasized that a lack of peace at home or an increase in an individual's inner distress stems from neglecting rituals during these healing days. Misplaced sacred objects, unintentional prayers, and careless practices can hinder Raphael's intervention and disrupt the flow of spiritual energy. Therefore, every prayer, meditation, and intention offered between September 29th and March 24th serves to cleanse the home and soul and to recognize Raphael's hand of healing and protection. The ritual consists of simple yet profound steps, inviting Raphael's healing through a few minutes of silent prayer at a specific time in the morning or evening, contemplating the four corners of the house with sacred intention, meditating with a rosary or crucifix, and at each step reciting from the heart, "Raphael, extend your hand of healing upon me and my house. Heal my body and soul and protect my family." According to Pio, those who practice this practice are protected from invisible dangers. Inner distress is reduced, spiritual and physical energy balance is achieved, and peace and security within the home are increased. Pio recommended, especially during this period, combining one's own healing intention with a call for healing for others. A sincere intention for the well-being of a loved one or family strengthens the intervention of invisible guardians and enhances the collective blessing. This not only benefits the individual, but also elevates the spiritual energy of the community. If you feel a slight sense of relief and confidence in your heart at this moment, sharing your experience in the comments will help others recognize Raphael's healing hand. According to Pio, each shared intention increases collective spiritual awareness and protection, and the energy of the heavenly gates reaches more people. Padre Pio also reminded that the purity of the intention determines the effectiveness of the ritual. Simply reciting prayers or placing the cross is not enough. Surrender and faith from the heart are essential to attract Raphael's intervention. Therefore, perform the rituals you will perform during this period not as a duty, but with love, trust, and surrender. Envelop your home and soul in Raphael's healing hand and whisper silently, "I am healed. My home and heart are protected. Raphael sends his light." If you feel a sense of peace, trust, and renewal in your heart while practicing this practice, write "I am healed" in the comments. This will create a connection in the community and demonstrate the importance of making others aware of this sacred time. According to Padre Pio's teachings, the healing intervention of invisible guardians and archangels, combined with intention and awareness, provides powerful protection and renewal for both the individual and the home. This day is not just a date or a symbol. It is an opportunity to receive God's healing hand, heal soul and body, and fill your home with heavenly light. Every Catholic can attract grace and protection into their life by recognizing this opportunity through prayers between September 29th and March 24th. Therefore, every prayer and intention you make today is a step towards surrounding your home and your heart with invisible guardians and invoking the healing hand of Raphael. And remember, according to Padre Pio's teachings, these steps leave a lasting peace and confidence that will affect not only that moment, but your entire life. According to Padre Pio, the most critical element of the rituals performed during these 3 days to connect with the invisible guardians and receive the grace of the archangels is purity of intention. Impurity of intention weakens the effectiveness of prayers and rituals, and sacred objects, such as crosses and rosaries, become merely decorative objects. Pio often reminded us, if your intention is not pure and heartfelt, no prayer can protect you, no cross can strengthen you. For the invisible guardians only detect and interfere with sincere and pure intentions. The practices performed during these 3 days, on the days of Saints Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael, combined with purity of intention, create lasting protection and peace in the home and soul. Otherwise, the ritual becomes merely a physical act, and the desired spiritual effect is not achieved. Purity of intention does not simply mean praying or placing the cross. It means inviting the archangels for protection, healing, and guidance with faith and surrender of the heart. Pio explains this way. Every thought that passes through your heart is part of your intention. If it is done with love and trust, the light of God and the intervention of the archangels come immediately. Otherwise, it remains merely words, and your soul remains empty. Therefore, every ritual performed during these 3 days gains meaning through the continuous renewal and strengthening of intention in the heart. Saying a short prayer upon waking in the morning, contemplating the 4 corners of the house with sacred intention, and meditating with a rosary or cross are all actions that reinforce the purity of intention. Pio also emphasizes that purity of intention is not merely an individual practice, but has a collective impact. Prayers and rituals performed with intention intensify the intervention of invisible guardians on both the home and the surrounding people. Shared intentions increase collective blessings and allow the light of the archangels to reach more people. Therefore, Pio frequently reminds us of the importance of sharing intentions with the community at the end of these 3 days. Intentions made from the heart bless not only yourself but also everyone around you. Practical steps are recommended for ensuring purity of intention in the 3 daily rituals, starting each morning with a short prayer, contemplating the 4 corners of the house with sacred intention, and purifying the heart and mind with intentional thoughts throughout the day. In the evening, engage in silent meditation with a rosary or crucifix and review the day's events to see if the intention remained pure. According to Pio, this cycle ensures that the intention remains consistently pure and powerful, and the intervention of the archangels becomes constant, creating lasting peace in the home and heart. If a sense of trust and surrender has arisen in your heart at this time, sharing your experience in the comments will help others recognize the power of intention. Pio teaches that every shared intention increases the intervention of invisible guardians and strengthens collective blessing. Padre Pio offers 3 key indicators of purity of intention. 1. Prayers and rituals performed from a place of trust, not fear. 2. Asking for healing and protection not only for yourself, but also for others. 3. Performing actions with heartfelt surrender and trust in God. Those who follow these 3 indicators experience the full power of intention and deeply feel the impact of the rituals performed over the 3 days. Pio also states that a pure intention not only provides spiritual protection, but also increases spiritual awareness and positively impacts decisions, relationships, and inner peace in one's life. Therefore, at the end of the 3 days, anyone who maintains a pure intention not only strengthens the invisible chain of protection, but also feels a sense of balance and healing in their lives. Now stop and look into your heart and make sure your intention is pure. If you feel trust and surrender in your heart, write, "I have a pure intention" in the comments. This both enriches the community and reminds others of the power of intention. According to Padre Pio's teachings, purity of intention is essential for attracting the intervention of invisible guardians, bringing the light of the Archangels into your life, and receiving the full effect of the 3 days rituals. Therefore, renew your intention every morning and evening. Perform the rituals wholeheartedly and with surrender. And remember, pure intention fills not only sacred objects, but your entire life with God's grace, wrapping your home, your heart, and your soul with an invisible chain of protection. According to Padre Pio, the ultimate secret to communicating with the invisible guardians and receiving the grace of the Archangels for 3 days lies in correctly using the key to the door of protection. This key is not merely a physical object, but a spiritual force combined with pure intention from the heart, constant prayer, and surrender. Pio often reminded him, the key to the door of protection is not in prayers or rituals that do not come from the heart. When purity of intention is combined with faith, the invisible doors open and the archangels intervene. This key ensures that all the rituals performed during the 3 days are combined with the shield of Saint Michael, the message of Gabriel, and the healing hand of Raphael. Each step reinforces the intervention of the invisible guardians and creates a continuous network of trust in the home, heart, and soul. According to Pio, without the key to the door of protection, rituals remain merely symbolic gestures, and the expected spiritual effect is not achieved. Whereas the correct use of the key both reduces the possibility of fear and danger and strengthens the spiritual energy of the home and the individual. Padre Pio explains the most fundamental elements of this key under 3 headings. 1. Pure intention and surrender. 2. Regular and conscious rituals. 3. Intentions made in community and through sharing. These 3 elements provide the energy and awareness necessary to open the door of protection and create not only an individual, but also a collective blessing. In other words, when a person makes their intention from the heart and shares it with others, the intervention of the invisible guardians increases and the chain of protection expands. This key is activated in each of the rituals practiced over the 3 days. A short prayer with the cross in the morning, purifying the heart and soul with intentional thoughts during the day, and meditating with a rosary or crucifix in the evening. Each step strengthens the key to the door of protection and perpetuates the intervention of the archangels. According to Pio, those who practice this practice not only feel peace and security at home, but also make sound decisions in daily life, alleviate inner anxieties, and increase their spiritual awareness. Pio also emphasizes that another aspect of the key to this door is community and sharing. Sharing your intentions and prayer experiences in comments or with those close to you not only guides others, but also strengthens the invisible chain of protection. Pio frequently gives examples. One person performed a ritual in their home for 3 days, but didn't share their experience with anyone. They felt peace and protection, but couldn't radiate light into their surroundings. Another person who performed the same ritual shared their intention with the community, and a powerful network of protection and healing was created in their home, heart, and surroundings. Therefore, the key to the door of protection is completed through both individual intention and sharing. And according to Pio, this attracts the most powerful intervention of the invisible guardians. To envelop your home and soul, bring the light of the archangels into your life, and maximize the impact of the rituals performed during the 3 days. It is essential that the intention be pure and the sharing be active. Pio also emphasizes the practicality of using the key to the door of protection in daily life, at home or at work. Reinforce your intention with a short prayer over a cross or rosary. Keep your heart clean and pure throughout the day, and reflect on the day and renew your intention in an evening meditation. This cycle ensures the key is constantly activated and carries invisible protection to your home, heart, and soul. If you experience a sense of peace and trust in your heart while practicing these practices, write, "I opened the door," in the comments. This will create a connection within the community and remind others of the importance of the key to the door of protection. According to Padre Pio's teachings, using the key to the door of protection in all 3 rituals performed over the 3 days, maintaining pure intention, and sharing it with the community strengthens the intervention of the invisible guardians. This not only provides spiritual protection, but also fosters spiritual awareness, inner peace, healing, and trust. So today and every day, renew your intention from your heart. Perform the rituals consciously and lovingly. Open the invisible door of protection and fill your home, heart, and soul with the light of the Archangels. Remember, according to Padre Pio, this key is not just for the ritual, but also for a lifetime of trust and healing. And every pure intention carries a sacred light to both the individual and the community. If you have been inspired by Padre Pio's teachings and want to bring the protection of the Archangels into your life, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Let's continue to discover spiritual guidance and peace together.